Hey, what's up, family, and welcome back to the channel. Listen, I have 10 ways to upgrade your laundry room. And I know you forgot about it, and you was only thinking about the dining room and the kitchen and your bedroom and the bathroom, but we gotta talk about the laundry room, because if we get the laundry room right, I believe you're gonna fold them clothes and sit on that couch, huh? So let's talk about the laundry room. So if y'all know what I'm gonna say, if the tips don't apply, let it fly. Let's jump right into it. Here's number one, creating a counter space over your wash and dry. Now, you gotta have front loaders. And this is one of the mistakes that I made because I just bought a wash and dry that was on sale. You know how we do, we move into a house, we just kind of get what's on sale. You know, we'll go as we'll just get it as we go, and we like it, it works, it's cheap, it's inexpensive, not gonna cost more. I'm just washing clothes. But if you're going to give yourself room and space, you gotta get you some front loaders, because that's gonna give you the ability to add a workspace countertop on top. Now, you could do this with the other washer and dryers that are not front loaders, but it's gonna ask you to do a little bit more work, all right? So creating that countertop workspace is the way to go, because it's gonna help you hide some clutter. It's gonna also give you a space to fold clothes. It's gonna get things out of the floor, out of the walkway, and it's really going to set your laundry room up for success. So I'm gonna show you a picture right here. Look how you could just put this slab, where you wanna do marble or wood, whatever natural element that you're going for, putting on top of your wash and dryer gives you the space to kind of put some things up there, folding some things to hang out to dry, whatever you wanna do. Just having this workspace is good for, you can fold clothes, you can iron on top of it. I don't suggest it, but I've seen people do it. But this is really great for your laundry room. It's gonna just open the space up, because you know you already got clothes piled up on top of each other, you got stuff everywhere, but you got to have a nice space so you can work in. So just adding that on top, it's gonna give you the open space that you're looking for. But remember, you got to have front loaders, all right? But it's not in the budget, it's not in the budget. You don't know what Black Friday will do, all right? So just check it out, look into it, put it in your Amazon cart, look at Home Depot, look at Lowe's, and see what sale they got going on, okay? I believe they'll work for you, all right? Here is the next one, cabinet and shelves. Now, this is going to help you hide the space. Now, I'm not trying to get you to hide clutter and dysfunction. I'm just trying to get you to put some things away so it's not out in the open. It's not an eyesore, all right? So cabinets are great for hiding your dish detergent, your laundry soap, your fabric softener, all that good stuff. You're able to put these things away. Also, you're able to hide your baskets as well. So looking at cabinets and shelves. Now, if you know that you're not good into that organization, it look good for a week, but it's gonna look crazy in about 3 months, do away with the shelves, all right? Do you some nice built-ins that have the door to it. That way you can hide your different utility things that you may have. You may have a mop, a broom, all these things need to go into the closet if that's the place you're gonna keep it at. You could just hide these things and put these things away, especially if you're gonna do your tissue. You're gonna have some other things that's in the laundry room, you know, and you just like, I just need to get rid of this basket so it's not an eyesore. You can use your built-ins, you can use your cabinets, you can use your shelving to hide this stuff away. Now, the shelving is gonna bring in the natural element. And so if you're able to put things into jars, maybe with a wood top on top, you can able to put some of your fabric sheets in there, you know, just to create that aesthetic where this is the laundry room. This is not a you know, a place where we're just gonna go and be dreadful. No, but this is the laundry room, and it can look nice, it can look presentable, and it can look like the rest of the house. We don't want the laundry room to look like an afterthought, all right? You know what, child, we just here to wash clothes, we ain't gonna be here long. No, we want this space to be inviting, so maybe your kids can come in and wash their own clothes. We want this space to be inviting, so maybe your husband can come in and wash your clothes too. You know, we want this space to be inviting for everybody. So this needs to be connected to the house. So adding those cabinets, I'm telling you, it's gonna really hide the things, but it's also going to open up the space where you can really, if you like to buy stuff, especially for me, I like to go to Sam's, Costco's, get things in bulk, you're able to hide those things away, and that way it's not all over the place, it's not out in the open, and it's really clearing up the space. Because the worst thing you could do is have 5 loads of clothes and then everything in your laundry room is everywhere. It screams, I don't want to be here, okay? It makes the job harder. So we want to create organization, so that way when people come in, get what you need, close that door, don't waste all my fabric softener. Okay, there's too much tie. Okay, why are you tired anyway? You know, you want to put things up in the proper place, so that when you come, you know exactly what you're looking for. Because that's the reason why y'all in that laundry room for too long. Because you know, where's this? What I can't, because it's everywhere. Okay, organize. Okay, put labels on stuff. That way your laundry room can speak to you, and you won't just be speaking to it. All right, here's the next one. Let's talk about paint. Now, if you're gonna do this, we gotta do this in stages. All right. So what are the things that we can paint? We can paint the cabinet. that looks great, especially if you pick a dark color, that looks great as well. And especially have those natural wood elements, that looks amazing in the laundry room. So for example, y'all know I love olive green. I'm gonna talk about olive green. Woo. So olive green, paint your cabinets olive green, but you got that nice brown cedar wood, come on, as your shelving, or you may have some backsplash that complements, or you may have a color on the wall. Whatever you wanna do, you can paint your cabinets. You can paint your walls. You know I'm gonna tell you about the fifth wall, which is the ceiling. You can paint that as well. So those are things that you can just paint to really add that organic modern, or if you like glam or whatever you like, adding color, gonna do it every time. Now, just an all white laundry room, okay, it's not it anymore. So an all white laundry room, that season is over, it's out, don't do that, all right? Now you say, well, Jeremy, I don't wanna paint the cabinets, but I do want a pop of color. What are the colors that are in your living room, that's in your dining room, that you can also bring in your lunch room? Now, what we're not gonna do is, we're not gonna do organic modern. I'm gonna use it as an example because I like organic modern. We're not gonna use organic modern all over the house, and then we get to the laundry room and it looks like who did it and why. No. We're not going to do nice and wonderful in the kitchen and then Fred Flintstone in the laundry room. No. It got to be cohesive. So when people walk through your laundry room, if it's coming out of your garage or wherever your laundry room at, it still connects to the entire house, all right? So let's make sure if you're going to use a paint color, use what you already have. That way you're not buying more paint, you're not testing more paint, you know it works in the space. So painting the cabinets, that's an option. Painting the walls, that's an option. Just adding that pop of color. Listen, you don't have to paint everything. You can say, you know what? I just want to do a statement wall. Perfect. Or I just want to paint just the bottom half. That works great as well. But look into painting it because it's really going to add the warmth and it's going to make the home feel good, y'all. I'm telling you, it works every single time. Let's go to the next. What about a utility sink? Now, you may already have this, so I'm not talking to you. So this may be a tip you got to let it fly, all right? But if you don't have a utility sink, what about adding this into your concept? What about adding this into your layout for your laundry room? Okay, because we really need a nice layout for the laundry room before you start doing any of this stuff. But what about adding a utility sink? That way, if you may need to scrub some things out, maybe you need to add a touch of bleach and let it sit. Oh, you have these things. Maybe you need to wash some things out. You have that utility sink to your advantage. Now, I'm going to show you some examples where you can put the utility sink on the side of your wash and dryer, or you can also set it in the middle. It doesn't matter. But adding a utility sink really elevates the laundry room and also give you a workspace where you don't feel like, okay, I got to run to the water hole. No, that's old school. Okay, that's 90s. We're not doing that. We're not running to the water hole. Baby, just go give me a bucket of water so I can put it. You ain't doing that. You got the utility sink, right? You can wash out your mop. You can wash out whatever the things that you need to wash out in the utility sink. You ain't got to come to the kitchen. That's nasty. I know you're not doing that. So let's think about a utility sink. This is also good if you have pets. Now, for example, you say, well, I don't really need a utility sink, but I do need a dog station. You could add this into your laundry. It's a great space to add. I'm gonna show you a picture right here where the dog has a dog shower. Because if they're using your shower in your bathroom, I'm really gonna be looking at you strange. So I'm really gonna be eyeing you, okay? So don't do that. You can either use a utility sink for the ones who need it, or for those who have pets, you have a golden doodle like me or some type of animal, you can do a doggy little station right there. It looks great as well, all right? Let's go to the next one. You already know what I'm gonna say. Let's talk about texture. How can we add texture to the laundry room where it feels elevated? You can add pendant lighting, okay? You can add tile. You can make your counter workspace marble, okay? You could do a rug, okay? These are areas you can add texture because we want to add the texture so the home can feel cohesive and the home can feel full even while you're in the laundry room, okay? So those are the ways you can add texture to your laundry room. Don't be afraid of it. Look into the rug, okay? We're not gonna use the same rug that was in the living room, okay? We're gonna use a rug that works for the laundry room because y'all know y'all be dropping stuff, wasting stuff. No, we need a rug that can be washable, that we can wash it out and we can put it back down on the floor, all right? You can also do the texture with the counter workspace as well. You either wanna do a wood slab or marble. It works great as well. Also, you could do it with your pendant lighting as well. It looks amazing in your space, all right? Let's go to the next. Let's talk about my favorite, lighting. Okay, y'all already know I was gonna say lighting. We gotta talk about lighting because believe it or not, The switch that you turn on in your laundry room doesn't have to be the main switch, okay? You can use this opportunity to have a cozy laundry room, or just to add more lighting. Maybe you want to put some under cabinet lighting up under the cabinets so you can be able to see what you're folding on your workstation, okay? You know, when you're home and you're folding, you're washing, especially for those who like to wash late at night, you don't need all them lights on, okay? It's too distracting. It's too much. You're waking folks up. What about putting some under cabinet lighting up under your cabinets? Or adding a pendant light. It looks great. Or if you want to do some art where you can add a picture light over that as well. You don't have to settle for just one switch, all right? I got to give you these options so you can see the same 3-point lighting system. It don't just work in the dining room. It don't just work in the living room. It actually works in the laundry room as well. All right, let's go to the next. Let's talk about flooring. Now, for some of you say, well, I have wood floors and it goes throughout the laundry room. You can keep what you have. If the tips don't apply, let it fly. But for those who say, you know what, I really want to feel like I'm in a laundry room. Okay, I want that old laundromat feel. Okay, if that's what, you can change it out to a tile. It doesn't have to be the same flooring to the entire house. This is an opportunity where this space, while it's connected, it's cohesive. You could do something different to the floor. You could do a tile. You could do a marble. I'm going to show you some examples right here. Or you could just do wood. Whatever you want to do, it looks great in the space. But what you can't do is carpet. Don't do that. Okay? Don't ever put carpet in your lunchroom. It don't work. And it's not good. And some going to waste. And it's going to be mildew. And you don't want that. So if you got carpet, make this be a sign unto you to get rid of it. All right. All right. So you could do tile. You could do marble. There's different things that you can do. And then you can just lay a nice little rug on top of it. Okay. So changing the flooring actually elevates the space so it can match the colors that you did. All right. That's another great way it can help bring in the colors. Also, the wood workspace, if you decide to go with the wooden workspace or the marble, having that flooring to tie those colors in looks great in the space. So don't be afraid to look at the floors. Now, you say, well, Jeremy, I can't do all this. I don't have all that type of money. I'm not telling you to buy this overnight, but I am telling you that you can do this over time. All right, here is the next. Speaking of rugs, we need to make sure that this is not 5 different rugs on the floor, okay? This needs to be one nice runner that will work, or this needs to be a rug that kind of fits the overall space, but it's not, you know, showing and it's not too big, but it literally fits the space because you measured it properly. So doing a runner will look great as well. It keeps it clean, it keeps it simple, and it keeps it classic, okay? And you could just pick that thing up, especially if it's a washable runner, and you can just put it into the washing machine, wash it, and put it back down on the floor when it's dry, and you'll be good to go. So a runner gonna do it for you every single time. Let's go to the next. Clothes hanging station, okay? So if you like want to do like a nice little clothes rack, y'all know back in the day, we used to go outside, put the clothes on the clothes rack, okay? Put a little clothespin on them. That way it can dry there. That way you got to use your dryer, okay? And bring it back in and fold it, put it up. Y'all know how we used to do all that. But now they actually have where you can actually have the clothes hanger bar that you can put across your cabinet. That way you can hang stuff up and it can air dry as well. So look into a clothes hanger bar will look great as well. You know, it really eliminates you having to hang stuff on the door. We're not doing that. Hanging stuff outside, we're not doing that. But you have the bar in the laundry room. That way you can hang it up nice and neat and it can air dry. And when it's done, you can take it where it needs to go. All right. Here's the last. Let's talk about art. Now, when we think about the laundry room, we don't think about art. Like, well, art, I came in to wash clothes. I came in to fold. We ain't thinking about no art. No, art. Art really helps the room to be calm, and it makes the room don't feel like a chore, okay? We want the room to be nice, inviting, so adding a little bit of art and with a nice little light on top of it, it's gonna do the trick every single time. And then now this is the time you can get art that actually says something, okay? Not to live, laugh, and love, okay? A nice little quote, but not that one, okay? We've got to find something that's a little bit better. Or you do a nice little picture, or, you know, this is an opportunity to find something that's dealing with cleaning or something like that, you know, especially if your children, you're trying to get them involved, finding some type of sign or something that you can put up that really makes it feel fun. The lunchroom doesn't have to be boring, y'all. You can really make it feel fun by adding a nice little artwork that really just says, oh, okay, this is the laundry room. This is cool. This is a vibe. All right. Because we want to change the culture about the laundry. Now, if you like me, I like to do laundry because it actually is therapeutic, it's peaceful. So when I'm thinking about the laundry room, you know, I'm already in there singing, you know, giving God praise, giving God worship, but I really want to feel like, okay, I'm really here. This really has been curated for me to have a good time while I'm folding, all right? And so adding the artwork gonna do it for you every single time. Now, we don't need a masterpiece. We just need a little bit of artwork. Helps the walls from not being boring, okay? Here is a bonus. You already know I come with the bonus. Now the bonus is you can do the wainscoting. You can do the board and batten. You can add all these features that you did in your living room. You can add these same things in your laundry room. Well, my laundry room not that big for all that. You can do the wainscoting. You can do the picture frame boxes as well. You can make the entire room speaking. So that's an elevate. If you're not just want to do the colors, you can do tile. Okay, you can put tile up there. If you say, no, I don't want to just paint it. I want to do something different with a little texture. You can do some tile on the walls. Okay, so these are some great tips. Also, speaking of tile, you can do wallpaper. Huh? You can do wallpaper. You really can. Now, you got to make sure that if you do the wallpaper right, that it's not the wallpaper that your grandmother had, all right? But it got to be the wallpaper that really brings everything together. So that's your bonus with the walls. You can do wainscoting, picture frame boxes, tile, wallpaper. It all works because it all elevates the space. Now, I do got one more bonus. Y'all want to hear it? I'm going to give it to you anyway. Now, if you get the washer and dryer and front loaders, stack them. That's going to really eliminate the space where you can really do some more things. That way you can put your laundry baskets away and bins away. That's really going to elevate it, all right? And so I want you to look into that. Now, my dryer is a front loader. My washer machine is not. And so I haven't told wife that I want to replace it because I already know what she's going to say. So I'm just going to hold on to what I got. So if you like me, say, Jeremy, I'm just holding on. If you put hold on in the comments, I know we're here. I'm holding on because I can't replace it right now, but that's something I want to do. I want to get both front loaders because I'm like, wow, it just gives you so many options, okay? You're not limited. I don't like to be limited. Don't tell me what I can't do, okay? Show me what I can do, all right? I don't want to be limited. And so if you're just like me, you may have to wait until Black Friday, but I get it. But at least you have the tips so you could be successful. Now, those are my 10 tips and my bonus for you. If you seen in one of those over here, you say, you know what, I'm going to try these, let me know. I want to hear which one you say, you know what, I think I'm going to look into that. I think I'm going to put that on my list. Okay, I want to hear from you. And this is your first time here, do me a favor and subscribe and like, because I already know you're going to learn, you're going to laugh, and you're going to have a good time. Until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.